Hello and welcome. My name is Kyle. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Let's Play 80 Days. Just going to adjust my volume there a little bit. So it's been about a week since I have played this game, and I don't actually remember what we're doing. I guess we are on this ship, it appears. Let's go ahead and depart. And we're going to take this long journey down to Rub al Khali. And it doesn't arrive until next Monday. It's Tuesday now. Let's go ahead and do that. We're leaving in half an hour. We have 3 suitcases, which is fine. We got lots of uncomfortable conditions, physically demanding, and the cruel desert. So we're going to take a huge hit. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Let me reconsider that, because he's going to take a 90. He's only got 80, but he'll get plus 21 back. Let me, can I get out of this? Uh-oh, looks like I might be frozen here. Alright, what else do I have? I can go to Manana, or Manama. Can't leave, we can adjust this. Yeah, I don't want to do that Bedouin thing, that seems a little dangerous. Let's see if we can't negotiate this departure. So we can spend a lot of money and leave tomorrow, or we can wait and leave in 2 days. I'm just going to wait the 2 days. So let's go back here and do a little exploring. I'm going to adjust my in-game, my own volume here again. Let's go to the market. What do they got here? These galoshes. Yeah, forgive me. I have not played this game in about a week. I've had a really long week. I'm glad to actually be sitting here. It's Friday morning where I am. And I've been really looking forward to sitting down with a cup of coffee and playing this game some more, because I've just had a really long week. I'm a student. I also work part-time. I also run my own business. I also do this YouTube thing. I do a lot of things, which I enjoy doing a lot of things. But this week they kind of all stuck, got stacked up against me, and it was a kind of a long night. So we took a room and settled in, and let's see. Let's go walk around. I think we're okay with our master for now. So we took a room and settled in, and I spent a few hours walking around, and to my surprise, I came across a tired-looking English gentleman and his valet begging on the side of the road. I inquired into their misfortune and learned that they had been on a journey around the world and had fallen victim to heavy transport bribes. My heart went out to them, and of course I gave them, we're only going to give them £200, that's still quite a bit, and to get them back on their feet. Then I tipped my hat and moved on. My funds have gone down by a fair amount. That's all that happened there. I don't think we can depart yet, right? That doesn't arrive until Monday. So for 660 we can leave at 1 p.m. today. Let's do that. Let's go. Alright, so we gotta get rid of some luggage here. So someone pointed out that getting to Helsinki might be kind of difficult on this journey. I'm going to hang on to that because I am going to Riyadh. Let's see. So what do I want to get rid of? You know what? We can go to the market and just sell some stuff. I keep hitting escape to get back to town. Sorry about that. Let's go to the market here and just sell some things. Let's sell. That's valuable. Where is this valuable at? Also in Riyadh. So we have a lot of stuff that we want to hang on to, at least until we get to Riyadh. So let's get rid of. Let's get rid of the altimeter. Get rid of this desert driver's timetable. And can we put this up here? Yes. All right. So we can get this here. I'll get rid of the apples. Are they valuable anywhere? We'll get rid of the apples. Take the glass. And now we're down to our 2 luggage, I believe. So let's see if we can depart now to Riyadh. Alright, so baking sunshine, high temperatures, and physically demanding. We're still going to take a big hit for traveling through the desert. Maybe going through the desert was not my best choice, but here we are. It's what we're faced with. So let's see what happens. Lady Blunt peered at us from atop her chestnut Arabian, barely sparing a glance at me, but greeting Monsieur Fogg with an aristocratic grace that belied her unorthodox appearance. Let's get some Fogg time, because he is going to take quite a hit on this journey. Much appreciated, my passepartout. I feel most comfortable. 8 lightly loaded camels were roped together in a train. We will be traveling fast and hard for Riata, Lady Blunt announced. The 2 camels at the back are yours. Gentlemen, do not slow us down. Let's see if we can get Monsieur Fogg to get into some Bedouin robes, but he all but implied he did not trust my sartorial judgment. Poor master, as it was, he remained in his Seville rose suit, woolen socks, leather shoes, and cravat. I wondered, with some trepidation, how we would fare in the desert. Yeah, me too. I am in roaring health, but we must make haste. Let's have some conversation. Greetings, madame. Greetings, passepartout. What can you tell me of Riata? Riata is the capital of the Emirate of Najd. Let's see. I want to go here. No, I don't. I wish I could see the map when I'm in this conversation screen. Let's talk about Manama. Is it possible to travel from Riata to Manama? Indeed, one can travel by private car from Riata to Manama. Now, anyway, how are you enjoying your ride? Saddle sore? I'm going to say indeed, because I am a gentleman. Indeed, madam, I am quite ripe. Ha! One of the pleasures of it. You'll get accustomed, I promise. What more can you tell me about Manama? I've nothing against you personally, passepartout, but I rarely talk to servants. Wow. Let's ask about Dubai. Is there a route from Manama to Dubai? Perhaps. So she really doesn't want to talk to us. What about Bandar Abbas? Can you travel from Manama to Bandar Abbas? You'd have to ask my secretary, but some buyers will pay well for demijohns of olive oil from Bandar Abbas. Okay. So we found a new route to Manama, which we were kind of hoping to do. This journey is taking quite a long time. The desert seems quite endless. Let's watch the caravanners closely. Ooh, look at that. He's taking a big hit. I watched the caravanners closely and imitated their behavior. When they sipped from an animal skin canteen of water, I sipped. Alas, Monsieur Fogg was not so fortunate. By mid-afternoon, he was red-faced and coughing from the constant sand-flecked wind. The less said about the travails of this day, the better. Good gracious, this is rather more exhausting than I anticipated. Alright, let's get some news. Phileas Fogg attempts round-the-world adventure. Alright. I don't quite understand that news mechanic yet. Maybe it'll become more apparent as we go on. Lady Blunt trotted up to us during a rest break, looking at us with the same easy superiority with which Casita, her chestnut mare, regarded the other camels in the train. She clearly disapproved of our condition, or I let Monsieur Fogg deal with her. So let's see if we can get help by taking this option. And made no secret of it. I was quite shocked by her, if you will forgive the pun, dear reader, bluntness, haha, having thought of her of the same mold as the reticent Monsieur Fogg. You will keep up, or we will leave you behind, she pronounced, with every sign of truthfulness. One of the other camel riders gave an almighty shout and threw his skin onto the sand. A glistening black scorpion crawled on top of it. Without a moment's hesitation, Lady Blunt leapt from her horse, kicked the scorpion away from the canteen, and crushed it beneath her leather boot. She is a remarkable woman, I observed to Monsieur Fogg, who merely raised one eyebrow in cool agreement. Lady Blunt remounted her mare and called to the caravan to move on. I shook the sand from my scarf and girded myself to continue our journey, and our relations with Fogg have deteriorated slightly. Passepartout, perhaps you can think of something. I feel somewhat below par. Alright, can we talk to him? Alright, man, why don't you take off your pants? I will crease your trousers for you. Thank you, Passepartout. That will make me very comfortable. Let's get his shirt off of him, right? Press your shirts. Excellent, my man. That would be most pleasing. Can we use playing cards? A game of whist, monsieur? That would be most entertaining. Very good. Alright, so that buffed him up a little bit, but he's still just in really bad shape. Khaled, the rider in front of me, was clearly far more experienced, for he managed to twist himself round and wave when the scalding wind died down. "You are Anissa bint Laden's cousins," he shouted in impassable English. "Anissa bint, London." I furrowed my brow. He pointed. "Oh, you mean Lady Blunt?" "Yes," he agreed patiently. "Anissa bint London. You are cousins." "Is that what she told you?" I asked, wary of contradicting whatever story Lady Blunt had concocted to explain our appearance, though to my relief he shook his head. "It is just your friend has the same look about him, you know, very—" Khaled searched for the appropriate word. "You know, refined?" I offered, but he shook his head. "No, that is not it," he shook his head. Oh, that's kind of weird. He shook his head. "More like," and then proceeded to make a variety of impenetrable, energetic mimes a camelback. We nearly fell off our camel several times and laughed a significant quantity of sand into our lungs in the process. Though we never did quite find Khaled's word, it did not feel like a day wasted. Our relations with Fogg have strengthened slightly as a result of that. Alright. Wow, he is in really poor health. Let's tend to Fogg. We're almost there. Oh man, this could be the end of our journey right here. The road between Ha'il and Riyadh was not paved, but was well marked and provisioned with caravanserai and permanent settlements that clearly relied on the pilgrim trade. I remarked on how busy it was to Khaled, who raised his eyes to the sky. Once he told me, "You cannot spit a date stone for the number of pilgrims on this road, but the Ottomans change everything in their path." "You resent the Sublime Porte?" I inquired, but Khaled laughed. "Some Arabs do, but I am not one of them. Change is not a bad thing," he told me. "They are building a railway line from Damascus to Mecca. Pilgrims are now traveling by steam train rather than camel." "That is great progress. The Bedouin must embrace the modern world," Khaled agreed, shining with pride. "That is the way of things. The old gives way to the new." Don't you fear the Ottoman control?" I wondered aloud. "If there is a railway, they can bring soldiers and men to Arabia much more quickly." He considered my point, but disagreed. "Better the Ottomans than the British. My people have a chance to take our place in the modern world, my friend." Khaled seized my shoulders. "We must stand up or be trampled. That is the way of things." I agree. Okay, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. He is in bad. 2, 1, 0. Uh-oh. This might be the end. I cannot deny that I look forward to easing myself from camelback with the sure knowledge that I would not be called upon to mount again the next morning. Their hairs are thick and surprisingly sharp, capable of poking through even the most sturdy of woolen trousers. That is all I will record about the subject. Let's give Monsieur Fogg a sip of water, for which he was rather grateful, though you would not have known it without a practiced eye. As we reached the outskirts of the town of Riyadh, Lady Blunt unroped her mare and dropped back to bid us goodbye. "My grandfather would have left you in the desert and not looked back," she informed me without inflection. "You are lucky I am not him." Well, quite so, given that her grandfather was the notorious Lord Byron, mad, bad, and dangerous to know, as the London wits would have it. "Good luck on your future travels," she said primly. "I doubt we shall meet again." Khaled, rather more practically, gave me the name of his uncle in Riyadh, and so armed, we entered the town of pale, sand-smooth buildings on foot. Relations with Fogg have strengthened slightly. "Is there nothing you can do, Passepartout, to help me?" "All right, buddy. Yes." All right. So let's go to the market, because I think we have some stuff that we can sell for quite a bit. So we can sell that for 1,300. And this can be sold for 1,400. So we're going to do that just to get some money. So we're going to Manama. We can sell this Senate candle. That would be kind of cool. A neck cushion, part of the frequent flyer set. A drafts set. Drafts board encounters of interest to wistful, suspicious, and foreign sea dog types. A false passport, and a sailor's cap. Can we get 2 things? Yeah, alright. So I'm definitely going to get that. Let's take the drafts board, because it helps in conversation. We'll skip the extra suitcase for now. He doesn't like that I bought the candle. That's fine. Let's do some exploring. We're probably going to have to rest here like quite a bit just to get Monsieur Fogg into better health, unfortunately. We visit Khaled's uncle Abdul, a stout fellow in yellowing robes who greeted us warmly and pinched both of our cheeks with good-natured ebullience. Monsieur Fogg's face was a picture of the purest horror, which I will treasure until my last breath. Alas, my master needed reminding that the Arabs have a different notion of politeness from Englishmen. One of the numerous children darting about the place brought in a large silver plate of sweet dates and dark coffee, which my master graciously accepted. Perfect. So we are kind of like playing the game a little bit here. I try not to do that when I'm playing 80 Days. I try to sort of make it the fact that it is a game vanish into the background, which the game itself does a good job of. But I try to make the game sort of vanish in the background and make it more of a role-playing and storytelling experience. But here, I am sort of trying to preserve Monsieur Fogg's condition, so I am going to try to pick things that I think will get him back into better health. Excuse me while I take a sip of my own dark coffee. All right. So my master graciously accepted, despite his oft-stated preference for tea. Abdul spat a date stone into the spittoon across the room with uncanny accuracy and told us, let's talk about coastal city of Muscat in Oman, though he sucked on his teeth long and hard before speaking. You British call that place the Pirate Coast, but a good place to hire a fast ship through sea or air with few questions asked. We ask about Bahrain and Manama as well. Anybody remember that song? It was like the Muppets did a version of it. That's what I keep thinking of whenever I see that. Cake, the band Cake, did a really cool version of that song as well. It's called Mana Mana is the name of the song, I believe. But anyway, we asked about Bahrain and Manama as well, and he nodded. You will be comfortable there. It is a British protectorate, and it will be easy to catch a steamer to India from the port. We thanked him and took our leave without much further ceremony, and our relations with Fogg deteriorated for some odd reason. Alright. So, we can go down to Muscat and take a really long ship to Bombay. Alright, let's stay in the hotel. With the last of the evening, I decided to take drastic measures to aid my master. Absolutely. He took my master's, I decided to take drastic measures to aid my master and went in search of a doctor. He took my master's heart rate. A mild fever, I would say. 2 days to recover to full strength. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Then after 2 days, he was back. There was no alternative. I kept my master to his bed. Not too long. Then after 2 days, he was back to full strength. Alright, so yeah, we lost some time there because I took a desert route, but hopefully we can kind of see what's going on. Let's see what options are available to us now. Let's see, so we can get over to Manama. That arrives today. We can take the long ride to Muscat. From Manama we can take a boat. It'd be a long journey, but I think that's what I'm going to do. It would be easy to catch a fast steamer to India from Manama, Abdul the clerk. Yep. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We got to make it some time. So it's sweltering heat and dusty roads. We'll just lose 13 though. And off we go on an electric Farabi. We were in luck and discovered that the Manama magistrate's son, Wali, was driving up to Manama in his brand new Farabi. He was young and rash, or he clearly loved his car. Let's see. He was young and rash, and I must admit I feared for my life as we loaded the car and he started the electric engine. It sprang to life immediately, not requiring the slow build-up pressure of a steam-powered vehicle. Oh, nice. I like this dude's look. Greetings, Monsieur Wali. Enjoying the ride so far? Let's talk about Bombay. I've heard it'll be easy to catch a steamer. I've heard it will be easy to catch a fast steamer from India to Manama. You mentioned steamships. I've been told Manila is linked to Singapore aboard the Red Market. Let's talk about this a little bit more. I like this. Do tell me more about Singapore. Now they say that merchants in San Pedro will pay a huge amount for handheld mirrors from Singapore. Do some playing cards. Whist, I cut, monsieur. Wait, Ali and you deal. Sounds wonderful. Let's talk about Singapore a little bit more. What more can you tell me about Singapore? Did you know that the fastest way to go to Singapore from here is to go via Calcutta? Calcutta? What more can you tell me about that? Now here's the thing. The quickest way to Calcutta from here is through Bombay. Okay. Now they say you can obtain a tobacco in Bombay, extremely valuable in Hong Kong. Perfect. Manila, Singapore. We hummed along the desert road in the electric vehicle, and I began a conversation. Over the quiet hum of the carriage-style wheels on the yellow-white sand. Have you been to Manama before, I asked. Oh, yes. Wiley leaned back comfortably in the leather seats before casting me a sidelong glance. I have a lady friend there. I am pledged to secrecy, I announced. A Frenchman never reveals the details of an affaire de coeur. Her parents are pearl divers. They are poor, but honorable. My father does not approve, but he is a traditional man. He pronounced the term as a slur. I'm going to say times change, I agreed thoughtfully. I had seen that much for myself in my travels, for good or ill. We continued our conversation in Spain until the sun set in a panorama of violet and vermilion, and the gaslit harbor town of Manama appeared on the horizon like a welcome mirage. Alright, so here we are in Manama, day 24 of our journey. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here, and we will continue on next time. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.